Yo guys, what's going on? It's D Fantasy here, back with another video, and today we are going to be doing the Plunder Patrol deck profile. So before we hop into it, if you guys are enjoying these videos, thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and let me know what other videos you guys would like to see. Deck profiles, duel videos, deck showcases. Just let me know in the comment section down below. Hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload a video, and let's get straight on into it. So, getting on into the deck profile. Starting off, we got 3 Nibiru. So it is a 44 card list, so say not the normal card ratio, but it works. It's been working, thankfully. So triple Nibiru, starting off with triple Nibiru. Actually, you know what? Let's start off with the Plunder cards. So we're gonna start off with triple Whitebeard. So triple Whitebeard is your main, is probably the best Plunder monster, because on your opponent's turn you can special summon a Plunder monster from your extra deck with an attribute that your opponent controls or it's in the grave, and then you equip Whitebeard to him. Equip Whitebeard to it. As an equip monster. So when it leaves the main monster zone, like when it's sent from the main monster zone or your hand, whether discarding or like linking, it specials any Plunder monster from your deck. So it's an instant, like any monster you need. So I'd say this is the best one. Triple Redbeard. I've seen people play 2 of this, but having cards in your hand is essential with this deck for discarding with your extra deck monsters. So having as many names as possible, in my opinion, is the best option. So I think triple Redbeard is good. So what it does is same effect as Whitebeard does, to special summon a Plunder monster as a quick effect from your extra deck with the same attribute as your opponent controls or is in their grave. But instead of and he doesn't special though, he automatically equips himself to a monster. So he'll equip himself to that extra deck monster that you special summon, and as well as if he gets sent from hand or field to the graveyard, he equips himself to a Plunder monster, which is good because it can initiate your extra deck monsters, like making them live. Because for them to be quick effects on your opponent's turn, they have to be equipped with a Plunder card. So this triple Redbeard is good. Triple Bluebeard, because it's just you can discard something like a Whitebeard, and get a plus off it as well as a draw. So or you can just discard dead cards, like maybe a Dead Desires or something, something like that. So yeah, triple Bluebeard and triple Golden Hair, which is I also forgot to mention Whitebeard's a tuner, so keep that in mind. And so is Plunder. So is Golden Hair. So she can send another Plunder monster from your hand or face up from the field, so you can trigger these other guys as well to special herself. And then if she's in the graveyard, you can discard a card and special summon this card, but you can't summon anything other than Plunder Patrol monsters for the rest of the turn. So the only monsters that lock you into Plunder monsters after using their secondary effect are Whitebeard and Golden Hair, so keep that in mind. Bluebeard and Redbeard don't lock you into Plunder monsters only, so just keep that in mind. For the hand traps, we're playing triple Nibiru. Combo decks, it's also a rock. It's also a rock type for a specific card I have in the extra deck, so we'll get into that later on. But triple Nibiru, triple Ash, double Ghost Ogre, double DD Crow, and triple Imperm. DD Crow, I feel like, is really insane this format, due to the fact that a lot of cards, for example like Eldritch, their cards banish on end phase to reset other cards from your deck. So if you preemptively hit those cards before they could banish it, they don't get as much value out of that specific card, right? So making their board state a little bit weaker, which then can help you maybe break the board or their current board, or potentially OTK. So I think DD Crow is insane this format. Ogre just to remove the threat. You could play Gammas and the Driver if you want to, but I it wasn't working for me. So if you guys want to try, by all means, go ahead. And Ash is just generic. Imperm, again, you can use multiple times, and it doesn't get hit with triple tactics talent, which is nice. Next we have the 1 Pankratops in case we go second, just as an 2-for-1, which is nuts. This was actually inspired by 3 Stacks, Team Kings of Games. I'll leave his link in the description. Shoutouts to you, buddy. But yeah, Pankratops is really nuts in this deck. It's actually insane. Okay, that's it for the monsters. The spells, we're going on to obviously the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, because you know, spell and trap removal. Double Desires, you can play 3 again if you want, but again, I kept drawing into Desires, so I was like, you know, screw this, let me just play 2, and it's okay. So 2 Desires. Triple of the fusion spell, Shift Shape Shipping. This card's a nuts card because not only can you plus off it with fusing 2 Plunder monsters, like let's say Whitebeard and like Bluebeard. You can discard it from the graveyard. Sorry, you can banish it from the graveyard to equip a Plunder card, a Plunder monster, sorry, to one monster you control, like a Plunder monster, or an emblem, or this card, which is nuts. It gets insane value. So, and it also could force out negations, which is insane. So, that's good. Triple of that. The 1 Terraforming, obviously. Double Cosmic Cyclone, again, more spell and trap removal to actually banish it. Next, we play Triple Emblem, because, again, like, this card, when you banish it, you can equip it. And as you've seen in my last game, this card actually saved me really hard against the Shen, because it was 2400 attack, and it made my Whitebeard 2500 attack. Sorry, it was 2400 defense, my bad. And it made my Whitebeard 2500 attack, so it was nuts. And then you could also, and it protects your monsters from Imperm or targeting in general, like cards that target, it protects it, which is nice. And you could send this while it's equipped to a Plunder monster, and then just special a monster from your extra deck with the same attribute as a monster on the field or in the graveyard. So this inherently doesn't restrict you to whatever is in your opponent's graveyard or field. But you could have, let's say, an Ash, and activate and send this, and then you could special summon out Braun, because he's a fire type, right? So this card's really nice too. And last but not least, for the spells, we got Triple Shipyard, because it's a fusion. It's a field spell, and it lets you, you know, you can plus off it by discarding monsters. Obviously, it discards for cost, which, you know, if you get Ash, it kind of sucks, but you could get secondary value off depending on what you discard, which is nice. For the traps, again, Triple Imperm and Triple Booty, because Booty is nuts. It sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck. It's a trap card because we're in a format now that's getting more trap heavy. But this card's nuts because you can declare an attribute, target a face-up monster your opponent controls, and it becomes that attribute. So, in case you don't get access to Emblem, or you're facing like let's say a 1-type deck, like let's just use Orcust as an example. Orcust is all dark, right? And their field spell is pretty annoying. It makes some quick effects, so you can just change one to fire, special summon out him, and then his effect to banish the field spell. So it gives you access to any Plunder extra deck monster you need. So when you target that monster, it becomes that attribute, and then you could take a Plunder monster from your graveyard and shuffle it into the deck, which is recursion, or special summon it, which becomes a defense. So yeah, guys, that's the main deck. 44 cards. Extra deck, we got 2 Lice. This was the card I was actually talking about that goes well with Nibiru. So depending on how many rock monsters you excavate, because you excavate the top 5, it bounces it back to the hand non-targeting. So as well as a spell trap removal. Spell trap negator. So maxing out on Nibiru. Maxing out on Nibiru is actually insane because it increases your chances of seeing rocks for Dragite. So yeah, that's good. But that's the reason why. White Oral Whale, it's a board wipe for all attack position monsters, and it can attack twice and it does piercing damage. So that's nice. Next we play Double Brand. This is you discard a Plunder card. I forgot to tell you what Lice does, my bad. So you can special summon a Plunder monster as a quick effect from your hand or face-up spell and trap zone. And then and this is a monster negator. So when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can discard a Plunder card, negate the activation, and then destroy it. And then if this card was equipped with a Plunder Patrol card, you can add any Plunder Patrol card from your deck to your hand. So this, if it negates and it's equipped with a Plunder card, it gives you access to any single Plunder card you need for that specific situation, which is nice. Next, so yeah, this goes for Brawn. Same goes for Brawn. You can all other Fiend monsters, so it doesn't count itself. You gain 500 attack, which is nice. It helps push for OTKs. And then you can discard a Plunder card, target a spell and trap your opponent controls, and banish it. And then you can add one Plunder Patrol monster from your deck to your hand. It's a quick effect if it's equipped with a Plunder Patrol card. So that's what I was saying, is like how Redbeard can be a major part in helping these extra deck monsters become actually like even better than they are. So yeah, 2 brand. Bahamut Shark, Abyss Dweller. This is for Toad Awesome, the special Toad. It's actually funny because you can cycle him back, and then on your turn, if you have material, you just summon him out again, which is nice. And this also not only lets you add itself, but it lets you add any single Plunder Control monster back to your hand for a follow-up, because they're all water. Abyss Dweller for Graveyard Reliant decks. So, next to Morik, which is the Black Ship. You can discard a Plunder card, a Plunder Patrol card, then target an effect monster your opponent controls and banish it, and then add a Plunder spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So this can get you access to the field spell, the emblem, the fusion spell, even booty for a follow-up, which is nice. So yeah. And again, if it's equipped with a Plunder Patrol card, and it's a quick effect on your opponent's turn. Yeah. The one Toad, of course, and the double Blackbeard. Yeah. So the Blackbeard is you target one effect monster you control. Special summon a Plunder monster from your extra deck with the same attribute as your opponent controls or is in their grave, and if you do, equip that target to it, and then you draw a card. So whatever you target, you special a monster out from the deck, and then the target becomes the equipped monster, and then you draw a card. So, which is nice. And this also helps you push for OTKs too, because you can actually activate this in battle phase. I was playing 3, but again, shoutouts to 3 stacks. This card is insane. If you guys aren't playing it, I highly suggest you play it. It's actually nuts. It's basically a free summon. And that card is Bujinki Ahashima. So it's a Link 2. It is a Beast Warrior Light. It requires 2 monsters with the same level, so that's pretty easy. They're mostly level 4. Oh, they're all level 4. Alright. So that's easy. And then if this card is a Link summon, you can special summon 2 monsters with the same level from your from your hand, and one from your hand and one from your graveyard, but negates their effects. And then you can automatically Xyz summon 1 Xyz monster using those 2 monsters only. So this not only special summons one of the monsters that you used for the Link summon back, but it's an instant access to any rank 4 you need in your extra deck for that moment. So you can bring out Dweller, you can bring out Morik, you can bring out Shark. Don't recommend bringing out Shark, it's not a quick effect, but Morik or Dweller is insane because and then depending on what you use for the effects, like let's say you use Redbeard, you can equip it automatically to the Morik as like a Chainlink or 1 effect, and then this would be Chainlink 2 or vice versa. But yeah, this card, again, shoutouts to 3 stacks, man. He's one of the Plunder Patrol guys who inspired me to play Plunder Patrol, which is nice. So again, I'll leave the link in the description. Check out this card. This card's nuts. And last but not least, the Salamander Almirage for when you can't really do much with Golden Hair. But yeah. Down here is just, don't mind the last 3 cards. Those here are just some options you could actually play. You could play Kaijus, obviously. Now Lancias, I was actually thinking about maining, to be honest, because a lot of decks banish cards in this format. So, like Virtual Worlds, Eldritch banishes, stuff like that. So, maining this card actually could catch your opponent off guard game 1, which is nice. And depending on the game, it's also really nasty against dinos, so it can really catch them off guard if you're maining it. So I was actually I might actually main this. We'll see. But for now, it's just a side option. You could main a third crow if you'd like. You could main drolls, side deck drolls, play a third Blackbeard. You could play Foolish Burial Goods, which actually is nuts. I might actually incorporate it. I want to see what I can cut down, obviously, though. This is already at 44 cards, but Foolish Burial is actually nuts because you can send either the Shipyard or you can send pretty much anything you need. So you can send the Fusion Spell to equip a Plunder monster if you need to, which is nice. And it's pretty good. It's really good. Pot of Avarice, you can if you're really into grind games. Kaiju Slumber, Twisters for more back removal, and obvious evenly match. As going second option if you're playing that route. But yeah, guys, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my deck profile. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Yeah, guys, I'm also gonna be. I might actually start. I'm starting to learn how to stream on Twitch, so I'll leave my Twitch link. I'll try to leave it on the screen. If not, I'll leave it in the description down below. Check that out. Give me a follow as well. Because I'm still learning how, so bear with me because I'm still learning. But I'm gonna start that soon. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And again, check out the boys 3 stacks. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Take care, guys. Peace out.